Good morning, YouTube. Uh, so, it's Friday. Alexa, what's today?
Today is Friday, October 20th. By the way, you can also ask me, what happened today in history?
I don't care. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 7:29 a.m.
Okay, so it's Friday morning, and this is number 4 in the top 10 list of grudges. I was talking to my cat, and my cat says, "Gosh, you are bitter." Yeah, that's the privilege of getting old. It comes with a lot of bitterness. Don't blame it on the coffee. It's not the coffee's fault. I loved blaming it on the coffee, but it's not the coffee's fault. It's just the privilege of getting old. So this is number 4, and number 4's grudge. Oh, all these grudges are loaded with bitterness, not really anger or fury. It may look like that to you, but that's not really anger and fury. That's just bitterness. This whole grudge series is just loaded with bitterness. And it all has to do with the privilege of getting old. The privilege of getting old. So, number 4 on the list is about the word privilege. Now, I don't know if it was 5 or 10 years ago. I don't know who cooked it up when they started calling the generation after mine. What was it? The entitled generation. They always felt entitled. Entitled to what? And then no one ever explained what they felt entitled to. Entitled. I said, that's a weird word. It's a weird word. And I mean, because those were our kids, the entitled generation. What were they entitled to? I still don't understand who cooked up that word. But anyway, um, I'm focused on the word privilege. That's where I have a bitter pill. Privilege. Privilege? Privilege. It kind of cracks me up actually. The word privilege is one of the darkest words that I've had to chew on. I mean, like a dog chewing on a bone that he doesn't like. Have you ever seen a dog chew on a bone that he doesn't like? He's just chewing on it because there's nothing else to chew, but he does. You can tell he's not really fond of that the bone that he found or that he got. That's the word privilege. Privilege. it's a it's a terrible joke, really. It's a terrible joke. I mean, the privilege of getting old, the privilege of being white, the privilege of being a woman, the privilege of being educated, the privilege of being Catholic or Christian or whatever religion, the privilege. The privilege? Really? The privilege of having credit cards, the privilege of driving. The privilege makes it sound like it's so great, right? You're so important. You're so special because you are privileged. I think privilege, that word privilege, is worse than the word hope. And hope can F you up big time. But privilege is a real big joke. That is the biggest, funniest word in the dictionary that I know of so far. No, shit's funny to look at and think about. But privilege is a big joke. A big fucking joke. Privilege? I'm privileged to be white. I'm privileged to be a woman. I'm privileged to have an education. Privileged? I'm privileged to what? What privilege? What is this privilege you're talking about? Do I sound ungrateful? Uh, Go back and count how many times I've said thank you sincerely compared to how many times you've thanked me. Mm. And tell me again how you define privilege.